What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Anthony Crypto Peterson back in the building. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Happy Sunday, and also happy New Year's Eve. I hope you guys all have some good plans for tonight. Just wanted to do a quick update on my Bitconnect wallet. So right now the market, it looks like it's doing a little bounce play. It's on its way back up. My strategy was let my lending wallet fill up, let it fill up, let it fill up, and then dump it over into Bitconnect when the price was low. Um, I kind of failed at that a little bit. You can see my wallet is zero, but I transferred over 1,100 bucks this morning when it was pretty low. So we're gonna make some money on that game. Um, I like to say fuck you to all my haters. I just want to say that because if you hate me, you give me energy to do what I'm doing, and I'm not concerned with you, really, period, because you're not paying my bills, you're not fucking me, you're not doing nothing for me, you're not making me money. So if you a hater, then I don't give a shit about you. You just give me motivation to keep on pushing. Success is the best revenge. So yeah, shouts out to y'all. Fuck y'all at the same time. But so we just gonna keep it going. Let's go look at the interest for today. Man. So today the interest is pretty bad. It's a 0.1%, and then you tack on the 0.25%. So we're gonna get 3.35% today of 100 grand. That's like $350 roughly, around there. Yesterday we did pretty good though. It was like an $1,100 day. Tomorrow's gonna be pretty good too. That's gonna be like a $1,000 day. So yeah. And then right now in Bitconnect tokens, we have this. Let's open up this. Right now, 10.822 times 406.47, $4,398 in Bitconnect tokens. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but supposedly Coinbase is gonna add Dash, Ripple, and Stratus. Supposedly there was a leak, and they put it out onto their site, and some people caught it. And there's even a video of a guy trading, trading some Ripple on Coinbase, and it looked really convincing. Let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Oh, maybe it got taken down. So there's a receive address shown at the end is a valid address that was first used on December 29th and has sent and received several Ripple transactions from Shapeshift and GateHub. The 291.1 transaction shown in the video does appear correctly at this address. The other transaction shown, 164.21, does not appear at this address, but it could easily be a different address. So there was a video, and I remember seeing the video, and it was here, and it showed a guy on Coinbase, and it showed Dash, Ripple, and Stratus, and he traded Stratus, and basically the video, he was going between tabs, and it was really convincing. It showed that it wasn't like a edited video, like Photoshopped or anything like that. He still could have Photoshopped it, but it was really convincing. It looked real. Now let's go ahead and get into the giveaway. So we're gonna go to YouTube. Let's go to yesterday's video. Again, thank you guys for showing me all the love and support you guys do. It motivates me to keep making these videos. The likes and the comments and the thank yous and everything. All the support you guys give me makes me want to keep making videos, pushes me to keep doing it. All right. Go ahead and get this link. Copy. And let's pick a winner. Winner AJ Ajmera. Hey, great video. You can talk more about different altcoins and what you think might grow significantly in 2018. Well, okay, so one thing in the near future, congratulations first off for winning the daily $50 giveaway. And I think in the near term, Ripple, Stratus, and Dash are gonna boost. Why? Because that leak that came out about Coinbase adding them, as soon as they added Bitcoin Cash, it pumped, right? So I see a pump for those altcoins in the near future, and they said January 8th is when they're going to be adding them. Now, is this 100% for sure that they're going to be added? No. But is it likely from what I've been seeing? Yes. So that could be a quick way to make some money. Again, this is not investment advice. This is just the stuff that I see, and I pick up on little clues, and you trade on it. You listen for the news and the rumors. You buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. But everybody's got to invest at their own risk. But short term, yeah, I think Ripple, Dash. You already see Ripple just pump, so it may not pump too much more. Dash pumped a little while ago, but it could pump again. Dash is a really good one. And Stratus is kind of flying under the radar. A lot of people don't talk about it. But if they add all three of those on there, they will definitely see a gain. EOS is my long-term play. I'm looking at them because they're still in ICO phase. The ICO ends. ICO stands for initial coin offering. So in the Wall Street world, what would regularly happen is a company that's going public would do an IPO, initial public offering, and they would sell shares, to raise capital for the company. Now there's things called ICOs, which people are selling their coins before the company actually really is in the mainstream. So it's initial coin offering, and yeah, so it ends. The initial coin offering ends in June, I want to say, for EOS of 2018, and it's already $10. So I think after the ICO ends, they will pump tremendously. And not only that, but I'm not looking just for the hype around the ICO. I'm looking for long term. So they're scalable. They have a great team behind them. Dan Larimer, Brock Pierce, a lot of good stuff going on over there. So that's what I'm personally looking at. So let's go ahead and get you your Bitcoin. Okay, let's go get $50 worth of Bitcoin. Bam, copy, and paste. One, two, 5, 5, 2, 6. And there we go. $50 has been sent out. Let's go look at this coins right now. Let's go look at the market. So Bitcoin is currently $14,151 on CoinMarketCap. Ripple at $2.22. I remember not that long ago, like a month, 2 months ago, it was at like 25 cents, and I was not looking at it at all. One thing I've noticed is the coins that I tend to write off, a lot of them that I tend to be like, oh, I don't care about that, it's not going anywhere, tend to pump. So I got to check myself about that and really not write any of these off. And maybe the ones that I'm actually writing off are the ones that I should be investing in. It's human nature, though, the ones that don't move are the ones you don't care about. And as soon as it's the greed thing, it's the fear and greed. If it moves, it pumps, then you care about it because there's money in it. If it's stagnant and it's not moving, then you kind of write it off. But it's kind of dumb to do that because if it pumps, then all the money is already flown or went into it, um, I should say, and you're gonna put money in it at the end when it's at the high point. That's not that smart because they'll probably retrace and you'll probably lose some money. So the ones that are low sleepers, I should be looking at. So Cardano, and man, these have made amazing strides. Cardano was way down there on the list, and now it's number 5 past Litecoin. Um, these scalable blockchains are the ones that are getting a lot of attention. A lot of attention. Cardano's scalable, IOTA scalable, NEM scalable. All these ones are scalable. Dark market coin. Bitcoin's not anonymous anymore, so people on the darknet markets are going to be using this. Monero, so that's definitely long-term play. It's definitely got these privacy coins. Definitely have a place in the market. EOS, that's what I'm looking for to rival to Ethereum. Bitconnect, obviously, I'm in that. Stratus, I made a cool little play on Stratus a month ago. I bought in, it was at $4.76. As soon as I bought in, it fell down to $2.88. I waited a month after that, and then it went up to $5. I sold. Basically, I profited $5 grand on that. I put in like 10 grand altogether, and my 10 went to 15, and I profited that. But if I had waited and held, because now it's at $14, instead of making 15,000, I would have made double 10. That's 30,000. I would have made like 35 grand. So yeah, buy and hold, by and large, has been one of the best ways for me to make money. What's worked the best for me? When Bitcoin makes those dips, I buy it up and I hold. And I kind of think that the bear market's over for Bitcoin. I think that we're kind of moving back into bull territory. I may be wrong. But it looks that way. You've seen it trade. It's 30% of what it was a month ago. So you go to Bitcoin. This is what I do. Go to Bitcoin. I go 1 month. What was it at 1 month ago? Okay, so 1 month ago was November 30th. So $9,767. So basically 10 grand. $10,000. Now it is what? 14 grand. So a third, what's a third of 10 grand? Like $3,300. So it was 10 grand a month ago. So 10,000, 1, 2, 3 times 0.33 equals 3,300 plus 10, 1, 2, 3 equals 13,300. Right now, lately, what the trend has been, a healthy gain on Bitcoin is 30% in 1 month. If it's more than 30%, you can feel iffy about it and you can expect a retracement. But 30% in 1 month is an acceptable gain, and that's what's been working every time. It goes up high because you saw it went up to like $20,000, and then it drops back down, and it crashes until about 30% above what it was a month before. So if in 1 month, say this price right here was 7 grand, and we were at 14 grand right now, we would expect still a big retracement. This is what works for me. We would still expect a big retracement, but because it was 10 grand a month ago, we're only 30% ahead, roughly. That works, and we're 30% ahead, and we're also moving in a bull direction because yesterday it was at about 13 grand. It actually went a little bit below 13 grand, so we're actually in an upswing. Anyways, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely bullish long term on Bitcoin. Definitely heavy. I think right now, in a year or two's time, we're going to be saying 13 grand was super cheap and an opportune time to buy. Now, many people don't have enough capital to be able to buy a whole Bitcoin at this price, but you could buy half a Bitcoin, a quarter of a Bitcoin, whatever. But in a year or 2 years' time, I think definitely we're going to be saying, dang, we were blessed, we were lucky to even be able to complain about a $13,000 price because that price is so cheap now. We may be seeing a $40,000 Bitcoin within the next year. A lot of money's flowing into this market, and it's still very new, very, very new. We are a a small collection of people. If you look at the vast amount of people on this earth, there's 7+ billion people on this earth. Most people don't even know what this is, and the people that do, they're turning their eyes away from it. They're not focused on it. Their attention's on other things. A small amount of people are actually looking at this, and then even a smaller piece of those people actually own a stake in this. So if you own a stake in this, you are ahead of the game. You are part of the minority, the small group. Go around. I have a test for you guys. Go outside, ask 10 people if they've heard of Bitcoin. Maybe 50% of them have heard of it. Maybe even more than 50% of them, because it's been all in the news. It's been all the rage. You asked them a year ago, I bet you less than 50% had heard of it. So ask 10 people, maybe 50% or less have heard of it. And the ones that have heard of it, see how many people own it. Out of those 10, see how many people actually own Bitcoin. Do this just on the street. And I bet you almost none of them have Bitcoin. Maybe one person out of those 10 will actually own it. Maybe even none. That right there shows you how very few people do. Maybe you could even do bigger than 10. You could do 20, 30. Stand outside for an hour, ask people, if you have the heart to do it. And then what you can do is ask people if they use the internet, or ask if they have internet on their phone, or if they've heard of the internet. I can almost guarantee you 10 out of 10 of those people have, 1, heard of the internet, 2, have the internet, and 3, use it. Guarantee you, because you couldn't live life without the internet now. You're not living life without the internet. It's on your phone. You use it for work. You use it to go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, social media. People use it for their businesses, do shopping. The internet is so entrenched and ingrained in our lives on a day-to-day basis. You can't live without it. But guess what? 94. All right, I'm gonna pull up a video. 1994. These people were laughing about the internet. It was a joke. All right. The internet, who cares about the internet? That's not going to take off. Nobody was worried about it. And I love to look at this because history repeats itself. All right? We are in the minority right now. There's still huge gains on the way. So let's go ahead. Right here. I like to watch this one. This one's funny.
2018 Cadillac
I love to watch
XT5.
this one. Yeah. You're right. Skip.
Back now, 56 past, I wasn't prepared to translate that. As I was doing that little tease.
Oh, that's
that little mark with the A and then the ring around it.
Right now.
At. See, that's what I said.
At. You're describing the at.
Katie said she thought it was about.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'd never heard it.
Around
I'd never heard it said. I'd always
that's
seen
right.
the mark, but never heard it said.
It was only
And then it
94.
sounded stupid when I said it. Violence at NBC.
I heard something big fun
about in the lunchroom the other
See,
week.
there it is. Violence at NBC. GE com. I mean,
Well, Allison should know. What do you
is
say to that,
internet
Allison?
anyway?
Internet is that
Massive computer
right,
network.
the one that's becoming really big now.
The one that's becoming really big.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
No, a lot of people use it and communicate.
idea.
I guess they can communicate with
This guy
NBC writers and
guaranteed this guy
producers.
used the
Allison,
internet every
can you
single day of his
explain what
life.
internet is?
No, she can't say anything in 10 seconds or less.
Oh, Allison will be in the studio shortly.
What is
What
it?
does it mean?
It's a giant computer network made up of started from.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us what this was.
It's like
You
a
look in the
computer
dictionary.
billboard.
It's not an. It's a computer billboard, but it's
Right.
nationwide. It's several universities and everything all joined together. And
Right.
And others can access it.
Right.
It's getting bigger and bigger.
It
Just
came
great.
in really handy during the
Groundwork,
quake. A lot of
the
people,
frame-
that's how they were
the base
communicating out
framework
to
to
tell
the
family and loved ones they were
internet
okay
nowadays.
because all the phone lines were down.
I was telling Katie, and I've
But
been
you don't
talking.
need that. You don't need a phone line to operate
No,
internet.
no.
You see that? That is hilarious.
Millions of Americans own a personal computer. If you're one of them, you can now glimpse the future with nothing more than a modem, a phone line, and a few dollars a
95.
month.
This is amazing. I love to watch this.
Oh, that's
That little
right.
mark
Pizza
with the
stuff.
A and then the ring around it.
At.
See, that's what I said. Katie said she thought it was about,
Let's type in
Yeah.
what is the internet.
Oh.
but I'd never heard
Or
it.
around,
I'd never
or
heard it
about.
said. I don't.
There's one with this gal, and she explains that she wants to be ahead of the curve using the internet. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but here it is. This one's interesting.
Look at this.
They ask
I
her
like
why
that.
she uses the internet.
Oh, and you can have your own bathroom in this one.
And you got her attention.
With the assistance of the outside broadcast unit, we will be linking from the database studio to their home. Pat Green and Julian, welcome to Database.
Hello, Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Now, Julian, I see you have your computer linked to the telephone line. Can you tell us how you did that?
Yes, well, it's very simple, really. The telephone is connected to the telephone network with a British Telecom plug, and I simply remove the telephone jack from the telecom socket and plug it into this box here, the
30 years
modem.
ago, guys.
I then take another wire from the modem and plug it in where the telephone was. I can then switch on the
32 years
modem
ago, 34
and
years ago.
we're ready to go. The computer's asking me if I want to log on, and it's now telling me to phone up the main press cell computer, which I will now do.
So it's a very simple connection to make.
Extremely simple. And I can actually leave the modem plugged in once it's done that without affecting the telephone.
And you...
Some of
Left behind. I don't.
Okay,
Cooperative, really. We-
directly down the phone line. Some of them are free, some of them you do have to pay
Look
for.
how
Now,
unuser
Pat,
friendly
whose
that
computer is it?
Well, it's a cooperative, really. We all have a part share,
is. This is
but
Bitcoin
Julian
blockchain
and I mainly use it.
in the early times.
And why did you buy a computer?
Well, I was very interested in the new technology and didn't want to be left behind. I don't think it's
Right.
only for the youngsters at school now. I think us older ones will have to learn a lot about it.
She was smart.
And what do you use the computer for?
Well, for keeping household records, such as what I have in the freezer and people's telephone numbers and addresses, I use it as a word processor for my letters,
She was very
which
smart.
always come out perfect now. And the most exciting thing I find is the mailbox where I write to other people on the Pressdale system.
Now you
And
couldn't
who have
imagine
you
life
written to
without it
recently?
now.
You got any examples?
Yes,
All of you guys
I sent a message to my
email on a
doctor
day-to-day basis.
asking for a repeat prescription,
And you could use
and
it from your iPhone. in one
he
swipe.
said he's left the prescription for me in the chemist.
This is what it was
Right.
like 34
Well, thank you
years
very
ago.
much, Pat and
A
Julian.
lot less
We'll be seeing you later in the
user-friendly. It wasn't as
programme.
pretty.
Bye,
Bye,
Jane.
If
see
you have
a
anything
very
you want to say to us here on
You
Data,
see there's very rudimentary colors. It's not that colorful. It's not that user friendly. Now email is extremely pretty. It's extremely easy, and everything's just got a lot nicer looking. It's kind of how Bitcoin is right now. Back then, Bitcoin's kind of like that now. Blockchain is like that right now. It's not as pretty. It's not as user friendly. You could lose your funds by sending them to the wrong address. Addresses are still long and confusing. You have to copy and paste it or scan the QR code because you don't want to type it in, because if you mess up one letter or one number, then it gets sent into the ether into somebody else, and you can't get it back. Right? You can't call them up like you call PayPal and get your money back. So those things will be perfected in the future. But by the time it gets pretty and there's a back end on it and there's more infrastructure, the price is going to be so high that you're not going to really be able to make a lot of money off of it. So you got to get in the beginning. And now is the beginning. You got to be in now. All right, then. I'm out. This is just how I look at it. This is my framework, my mindset, and I love to share it with you guys. Okay, thank you. Peace and love. And Jordan and Jada, if you guys are watching this, comment in the comment section below and leave me your phone number or something so I could get in contact with you guys and help you set up a Bitcoin wallet and send you some Bitcoin. All right, love you guys. Love you, cousins. And have a happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Bye.